Hi, my name is Linda Wilson. My family and friends call me Lendi or they call me Len. I was born and raised in Chicago, moved to New Orleans in my senior year of high school. I've been in human resources for about 30 years and currently work in Austin, Texas as a human resources manager. The name of my business is Lendi Len Designs. Lendi Len is a line of accessories that I've created for work, for school, for play. Very stylish but practical products that you can use to carry your binders, your laptops, your notebooks, your cell phones, just about anything. I am seeking a $200,000 investment for a 30% stake in my company. The money will be used for startup inventory and also to finalize the patents. I created these products because, one, my daughters no longer carry books to school. They now use binders. Two, I wanted a product that they can use for a variety of reasons, not just for one purpose for school, but they can use it after school or for weekends as well. So my first product is the Very Tote. The Very Tote is for the binder, but you can also use it for a overnight bag. And it's a real simple process. You take your binder. Most of the schools require the kids have a 3-ring binder, at least 3 inches. This simply slides in, and you're done. You also have space over here if there are additional papers or folders that they want to put in here. You have the elastic to protect it. We also have a front pocket. The front pocket you can use for your gym clothes. You can put a t-shirt and socks in here. It's also padded so that you can use it to store your iPad or your netbook. And you also have a ring. On this side, you can use it for your cell phone. It's padded for your cell phone. And you can also connect your earphones, and the earphones go through your bag so that when you carry it, you can listen to your music while your phone is in your bag. And you have an additional pocket here. You also have a removable snap here if you want to carry your removable disc. On the other side, there are additional pockets. You have a zipper pocket here. Very deep. You can use this for additional books. And then you have 2 smaller pockets there. What's probably most unique about this bag is that you can carry it in 3 different ways. You can carry it with the handle, or you can use a shoulder strap, which is adjustable, and carry it on your shoulder or across your back, across your body like this. And you can also convert it to a backpack. You simply take the clips off. You clip at the bottom here. You go through the ring at the top. And back to the clip here. And it converts to a backpack. So in addition for using this at school for your binder, let's say you're going on to your friend's house for a weekend trip. Rather than spend money and buy another bag, you can use your very same binder bag and put your clothes in. Put some on this side. You can use the elastics to keep it secure. You can put gym shoes in here. And you close it up, and now it becomes a overnight bag. So you have a multi-purpose bag that can be used for school, it can be used for play, it can be used for competitions, just about any reason or any purpose. I'll give you 5 I bet you didn't knows. The first thing is, I bet you didn't know that I was featured in Ariana Huffington's book, Third World America. My story is in here, and I'm very proud of that. Another thing I bet you didn't know about me was I received an award from Arnold Schwarzenegger for creating a fitness program for kids. And you know what? He was a lot shorter than I thought he was, but it was a great experience. I bet you also didn't know that I competed in the U.S. Olympic trials. I was ranked 6th fastest in the United States and 10th fastest in the world. And I was sponsored by Nike. I had more gym shoes than I knew what to do with. I bet you didn't know that my parents have been married for 59 years. And I also bet you didn't know that I received a letter from Michelle Obama when my story was in the Huffington Post book, and I also got a phone call from Gayle King. I came to Austin because of Hurricane Katrina. It was the worst time of our lives, but probably the best time, because coming to Texas has really been good for me and for my kids. I adopted my 2 girls right before Hurricane Katrina, and at the last minute I decided to leave. to evacuate. There were several warnings before, and there were false warnings, so people decided we're not going to leave this time, we're just going to stay. But at the last minute I decided to leave, and I'm glad we did, because it was devastating. I lost my home, my parents lost their home, and all of my sisters lost their homes. So we had to start over, and we decided that we were going to come to Austin. It was a trying time for my kids. Like I said, I just adopted them and moving to a new city. So I decided at that time that I would, the product that I patented years ago, I would try to produce that. It was very labor intensive, and it was also very expensive. And unfortunately at that time is when the economic downturn happened, and so I wasn't successful in that, but I never gave up. So I found a job, it took me about 2 years to find another job. I found a job, and I decided that I was not going to give up on that entrepreneur idea that I have, and that's when I created Lendi Len and the products that you see here. This product means that I will have an opportunity to create my own wealth. I'll be in control. I won't have someone or thinking about someone giving me a pink slip. I work in human resources, and unfortunately I fire people all the time. I hire people, I fire people. Times have changed so much now. The average person will probably have 10 or 20 jobs in their career. And I don't want to tell you my age, but I'm getting close to retirement, and I just want to have that control as opposed to waiting for someone else to determine, one, how much money I'm going to make, and two, how long I'm going to be working there. And I want to set an example for my kids too, to know that there are options that you have. You don't have to work for someone else. You can work for yourself. My family and friends are so supportive. I recruited my sister, had no pay, to help me do the sewing, and my kids helped as well. I also recruited my 77-year-old mother to do some sewing, but my niece teases me all the time that I fired her. I didn't fire her, I just kind of laid her off, because when she was sewing, I noticed that I'm a perfectionist and her lines were kind of crooked, and I said, Mom, we'll have to find another job for you. You're not going to do this anymore. So she comes and she supports us, but my family is involved, and anything I need them to do without paying for it, they will do. Probably the first time I came up with this idea was when I bought my 5th binder tote for my daughter. Every time I would buy one, it would last maybe a month, 2 months. It never lasted throughout the school year. And I thought, this is ridiculous. I'm paying, and they weren't cheap, $30, $40 to carry a binder. And either the binder would come out or it would tear up, and I thought, I am not spending any money on another binder. I will make my own. And that's how I came up with the first product, which is the Very Tote. Currently, I just finished production. I just finished my 3 products that I want to launch first, and I'm coming to the Shark Tank because I want the expertise, I want their connections, and I also want their money to help me launch this product. What's unique about the Lendi Len accessories and line is that they're all multifaceted. They're all used for more than one purpose. Again, being a single mother, I'm very conscious about finances and how much I'm spending. And if I can get one bag that can be used for a multiple of things, then that's perfect for me. So far, I have invested over $20,000 in equipment, supplies, labor. I went on Craigslist. I found an industrial sewing machine. We drove to San Antonio, picked it up. I found that paying someone to do models or to do samples is very expensive, and they give you one cut. So if you have changes, every time you have a change, you're paying money. And I thought, you know what, in order to save, I'll go get the equipment. I'll invest in a sewing machine. I buy the supplies, I purchase equipment, materials, and the labor, but I probably saved the most money on labor alone. I recruited my sister to do the sewing. I do the cutting, I do the sketching, and I create the patterns. I won't say what would happen if I will get this business off the ground. It may take longer than I want, but it will happen. If I made it through the first round, then truly they must see something in my product. They believe like I believe, and so the investment that I've spent, the money, the time especially, I think it's well worth it, and I'm excited to have an opportunity to stand in front of the sharks and to make my pitch and to get a deal.